So hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome and be sure to subscribe. So today on the channel, I like to talk about things that are on my mind. Today on the channel, we're talking about weaponized incompetence. So if you want to know what that is all about, keep watching. So weaponized incompetence is a tactic whereby a person pretends that he or she cannot do a particular task and cannot learn how to do that task, or they exaggerate their inability to perform that task, thereby automatically transferring that responsibility to the next person available. They usually do this to avoid responsibility or obligations. Weaponized incompetence refers to a tactic where a person deliberately pretends or exaggerates their lack of ability or knowledge in order to avoid responsibility or tasks, often within a relationship or a workplace. So in essence, this person pretends that he or she cannot do this particular thing and cannot learn to do it. So the thing remains undone. And then naturally the responsibility will now fall on the other person who is not pretending. So essentially, this person has dodged that task and had dodged that responsibility. And from the definition, this tactic is very common in relationships like marriage, relationships between brother and sister, in the family, between friends even, and then in the workplace. So I don't know if you know of, if you can remember any co-worker that always dodges responsibility and then the boss will be like, okay, you, because he knows you will do it. And then you are called upon to do it. There's an Igbo proverb that says that the idea is that you might be in the house, then your mom will be calling your sister, not because she doesn't know your sister is in the house, but because it is your sister that will do what your mother wants. In essence, maybe you have been employing this tactic, so your mommy has essentially given up. So you can see that this incompetence thing has been around for ages. It is only recently that it was given a name. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. The aim of weaponizing competence is usually to manipulate the other person or the other people into taking up more and more responsibility. And this can lead to a very unhealthy balance in the amount of responsibility that each person has to take. And it can easily lead to stress, resentment, burnout, and generally tension in the relationship. It's a form of passive aggressive behavior and is often discussed in the context of relationships like husband and wife. That is where it is most commonly found. So I'm going to go ahead and show us some videos that I found online about classic examples of weaponized incompetence. And as you watch, do drop your comments on your thoughts about these videos. So let's watch and see. There is a wide saying among my people that even though a parent knows that one of her children is in the next room and then another one is out, she's insisting on calling the one that is out, not because she doesn't know that the child is not at home, but because it is that child that is out that will do what she asks her to do. So she's just calling her because she believes in her, even though she knows the other child is at home. So it means that this tactic of weaponizing competence has been around for as old as human beings have been around. And it is just recently that psychologists have given it a name. So guys, that is what we're going to be looking at today. That's what we're going to be discussing today. How to recognize it in any relationship and how to go about nipping it in the bud or eliminating it. So if you're interested, keep watching.
Yeah, where are you at? I've been calling you for a while. Where are you at? I'm at the store getting some things for the house. Like, what's going on? I've been gone for 25 minutes. What's going on? I need your help with the kids like right now. Like one of them needs a diaper change, the other one needs their bottle, the other one needs to go outside and play. I need you here. Well, change the diaper, fix the bottle, and go outside. Like what? Why do you need me there for that? You do that stuff way better than I do. Like I need you here right now to do this. Like let's switch places. I'll go do what you're doing. So you don't know how to change a diaper and make a bottle and step outside and watch the kids for a few minutes so I can get run these errands for the house? You do all of that stuff better. Now I need you here right now. Like what don't you understand? Why are you acting like you don't know how to take care of the kids? Like this is so annoying. Annoying. Okay, I got your annoying when you get home. Now you either be here in 5 minutes or you will come. Like I'm leaving the kids here by themselves.
This is a great example of weaponized incompetence and a lack of willingness to do domestic labor, which, assuming this is not a prank, is what that is. Guys, when we're doing domestic labor tasks and declining to do things the way that we know they ought to be done, we're slowly chipping away at the trust that we had when we married our partners. This isn't laziness like a lot of other ways we see it.
So that's it, guys. In the first clip, we can see the man acting it out. The husband is at home with the children, and then the wife has gone to the store. Yet he expects her to come back from the store to come and do things in the house. He is just there for being sick, and he's claiming he cannot do these things and he cannot learn to do them. You can see from the comments that people are clearly outraged. This nobody enjoys this type of manipulation. That's why people are really commenting. The second one, the husband was asked to arrange the refrigerator. You can see what he did. The place is looking very, very ugly. Obviously, he cannot do it. It is the wife's job. That's what he is insinuating. So we're going to go ahead and look at how we can spot these weaponized incompetence behavior in our relationships. Recognizing weaponized incompetence in any relationship is very, very important. Because if it is not recognized, it can quickly lead to an imbalance in the relationship, an imbalance in responsibilities, where one partner has to do so much, and then it still leads to frustration, resentment, and burnout. So now I'm going to give out a few tips on how to recognize weaponized incompetence in your relationship. Number one, frequent claims of inability. So here is this person in this relationship. The person always claims that he cannot perform specific tasks such as household chores, cleaning, or even financial tasks. Meanwhile, the person is physically and mentally able to do so, and he has been doing it in the past. But in this relationship right now, such a person is claiming that he or she cannot carry out these tasks and does not have the ability to learn. So when you see a partner that is exhibiting this trait, it might be a sign of weaponized incompetence. Number two, refusal to learn. Even when the active partner offers to teach this other lackadaisical partner some of the things that he claims not to know, this person bluntly refuses to learn, saying things such as, "How do you expect me to learn this?" Or he'll say, "This is a woman's job. You don't expect me to learn it." Or "This is so hard." Or the woman can claim, "This is a man's job. It is too hard for me." The person just simply does not want to learn, depending on the other person to carry out this task. This is another sign of weaponized incompetence in any relationship, be it marriage, sibling relationship, family relationships, and workplace relationships. Number three, manipulative emotional responses. So this partner always acts helpless or overly dependent on you. So making you feel guilty into helping them to do the things that they can or should do for themselves. The person will go ahead and say things like, "You are a lifesaver, I couldn't do without you, what would I have done without you?" Or the person might even overly shower you with praises so that you feel indispensable. Number four, chronic neglect. This is when the person continuously, flat out neglects his responsibilities or commitments, expecting the other partner to step in and fill in the gap, even when he's mentally and physically able to carry out these responsibilities or obligations in the relationship. And he does it over a long period of time. This is another sign of organized incompetence in a relationship. 5. Repeated patterns. This is when one party to a relationship continuously fails to follow through with commitments or obligations, despite despite different discussions or promises, several promises to change or to sit up. This person still refuses to follow through and fulfill his obligations. Number 6, a lack of initiative. So this person continuously displays a lack of initiative, even when it is obvious and expected of him or her, even in situations where it is expected from him or her. And then he goes like, okay, you are the one that always makes decisions. I leave the decision to you under the guise of leaving the decision to the other person. He or she does not take the initiative when it is expected of them. This is another sign of weaponized incompetence. Number 7, deflecting blame. Even when the incompetence of this person is pointed out, the person might end up blaming external factors or even the other partner for their incompetence, saying things like, you know, I cannot do this, or why do you expect so much from me, or you are too harsh on me, your standards are too high, thereby blaming the other partner and deflecting blame. Combating weaponized incompetence requires a combination of clear and open communication, setting boundaries, and holding the other partner accountable. Here are a few tips on how you can combat this menace if it is present in your relationship. Number 1, recognize the behavior. Weaponized incompetence occurs when someone pretends to be incapable or intentionally does something poorly to avoid responsibility. It can manifest in tasks like household chores, childcare, or emotional labor. Identifying these is the first step in addressing the issue. Number 2, communicate openly. Approach the situation calmly and express how the actions make you feel. For example, say something like, I feel frustrated when it seems like we are not putting in the effort to learn or complete tasks because it leaves me feeling overwhelmed. Avoid accusatory language like you always or you never. Number 3, clarify expectations. Be clear about what you need or expect from your partner. Sometimes people may not be aware that they are being less than helpful. Set specific tasks or responsibilities and explain why they are important to the functioning of the relationship. Number 4, offer solutions. Instead of just pointing out the problem, offer practical solutions. For example, if your partner can't do certain tasks, suggest breaking them down into smaller steps or learning together how to complete them. Provide guidance, but also encourage independence. Number 5, set consequences. If the behavior persists, you may need to establish boundaries. Explain what will happen if the issue continues. This could mean taking on fewer responsibilities or seeking outside help, e.g., therapy or couples counseling. Number 6, avoid enabling. Don't do things for your partner when they could easily do it for themselves, unless there is a legitimate reason for them to need help, e.g., when they are sick or when they are away. Enabling the behavior only reinforces it. Number 7, take care of yourself. If the issue doesn't improve, it is essential to prioritize your own mental and emotional well being. You may need to evaluate whether the relationship is fulfilling or if the imbalance is too much for you to bear, and then you might consider terminating. So that is it, everyone, for this edition. I hope you have learned one or two things. Please feel free to comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow. See you in the next one. Bye bye.